What is maritime security? What is environmental regulations? And how it's related to the maritime industries? In this video, we will explore the relationship between environmental regulations and maritime security as SOLAS studies. The topic of the environmental regulations and maritime security has become an increasing serious concern in global maritime studies as global trade has increases and international shipping routes have grown. The maritime industry is under increasing pressure to maintain security within its operations area while complying the environmental regulations. Due to the needs to maintaining the strict requirements, maritime security while preserving the environmental, the maritime industry now impose the complicated regulatory environments. The story of SOLAS began in 1914 following the tragic sinking of the Titanic in 1920, an event that claimed the life of more than 1,500 people and shocked the world. At the time, maritime safety regulations were inadequate and inconsistent, leaving passengers and crew vulnerable to preventable disasters. The Titanic disasters highlight several critical shortcomings, including a lack of lifeboats, poor communication systems, and insufficient safety protocol. It's become clear that the maritime industry needed a unified set of international safety standards to prevent such tragedies from happening again. In response to the first International Convention for the Safety of Life at Seas, SOLAS was introduced in 1914. This marked the beginning of the global efforts to improve safety standards for ships. The initial version of SOLAS focused on addressing the immediate lessons from the Titanic. It required ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew, maintain proper first fire safety equipment, and implement better radio communication system to ensure timely response to emergency. As the maritime industry grew and evolved, so too did the scope of SOLAS. Why is its primary focus remained on ensuring the safety of ships and their passengers, the convention expanded over time to address the increasing complexity of maritime operations. With the rise of international trade and shipping becoming a cornerstone of the global economy, new challenges emerge. These include the environmental impact of shipping and the need to protect ships from modern security threats such as piracy, terrorism, and smuggling. Today, SOLAS is much more than the safety framework. It includes comprehensive measures to safeguard the marine environments, such as rules for controlling pollution, managing emissions, and regulating ballast water to prevent the spread of invasive species. SOLAS play a vital role in maritime security. The introduction of the International Ships and Port Facility Security (ISPS) code in 2004 marked a significant step forward. This code was developed to address growing concerns about security threats to ships and ports, particularly after events like the September 11 attacks. The ISPS codes requires ships and port facility to adopt measures to prevent unauthorized access. Key regulations establish essential guidelines to ensure maritime safety, environmental protection, and security. Chapter 2 Construction, Fire Protections, Detection and Stations focuses on preventing fire-related hazards. Regulation 1 requires ships to adhere to fire safety standards to protect both life and the environment. Regulation 3 defines crucial terms like flammable liquids and fire-prone areas. And Regulation 4 outlines measures such as proper ventilation and fire-resistant material to reduce fire risk. Chapter 3 Life Saving Appliance and Arrangement emphasize emergency preparedness. Regulation 6 Mandating effective communication system for rescue operations and regulations. 20 Ensuring that life-saving equipment is regularly maintained and ready for emergency like oil spills. Chapter 4 Radio Communications highlights the critical role of communication during emergency. Regulation 4 requires ships to have functional communication system for coordinating responses to piracy or environmental incidents, where Regulation 7 enforces continuous monitoring of distress signal to enable timely action. Chapter 5 Safety of Navigation ensures safe navigation practices, with Regulation 10 requiring ships to report their location and navigational risks. Regulation 19 requires the use of advanced tools like GPS to prevent accidents. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea plays a crucial role in balancing both environmental regulations and maritime security through its comprehensive provisions. While initially focused on vessel safety, SOLAS has evolved to address the interconnected challenges of environmental sustainability and security in the maritime industry. Key provisions such as fire prevention, safe navigation, and hazardous cargo handling aim to minimize environmental risks such as pollution, foam spills, fire, or collisions. At the same time, SOLAS enhance maritime security through the ISPS code, which improve vessel security against piracy and terrorism. This dual approach indirectly benefits the environment by reducing the likelihood of security breaches that could result in environmental harm. Regulation like ship reporting system and the requirement for ships to have strong structural integrity help prevent accidents that could damage ecosystems. SOLAS encourage the adoption of environmentally friendly ship designs and sustainable practices throughout a vessel lifecycle, promoting eco-conscious operational choices. By integrating safety measures with environmental and security concerns, SOLAS ensures that maritime operations are not only secure but also environmentally responsible, creating a safer, more sustainable maritime environments that benefit both. The ISPS code SOLAS has strengthened security by requiring ships and ports to adopt strict measures such as risk assessment, security plans, and real-time threat notifications, protecting vessels from piracy, terrorism, and smuggling. This has led to increased international collaboration and investment in technology like tracking systems, ensuring the safety of global trade routes. SOLAS has improved operational safety and environmental protections by promoting structural integrity in ships, reducing the risk of oil spills and pollution. The convention has also encouraged sustainable practices, including greener ship designs, better fuel economy, and waste management, while supporting the transition to alternative fuels and eco-friendly technologies. With comprehensive training requirements for crew members, SOLAS ensure that environmental accidents are swiftly handled, minimizing the impact on the maritime ecosystem. This dual focus on security and the environment has helped ensure the sustainability of the maritime industries, protecting both human life and the marine environment for future generations. Industry must conform to strict environmental standards. The combination of surging volume in global trades and more stringent environmental regulation has put the maritime industry into dilemma between meeting ship safety basic requirements and occupational safety for crews. International Ship Security (ISPS) codes and SOLAS development together have given people still a further research that environmental issues, security structure of a maritime nature, and the overall system will be fully utilized effectively.